In the piece I'm going to read, there are more questions than answers. So the title is How. Recently, I attended the funeral of a beautiful young soul whose love could no longer be contained in this world. When such devastation happens, when someone unalives themselves, as social media likes to state it, don't we all, with heavy hearts, ask why? The reasons and the answers become extremely troublesome because there are none. At least none that can effectively calm our anxious hearts. Grief will take time, a lot of time. Let me propose a question. If somewhere along the way, love stopped finding a way to be expressed, as if it were stuck in a clogged pipe, could a deafening and blinding pressure arise from this blockage, trapping energy, creating a force that cannot move forth? Does the person then become unable to find the light or hear the truth because they cannot penetrate the clog of debris? Therefore, reaching the conclusion, there's only one way to stop the noise. The heartbroken man had suffered years of anguish. His time on earth came to an abrupt and devastating halt. He fought long and hard, with grit, trying to stop the dark force, but he lost the battle. He will not lose the war. Jesus tells us this. He will be victorious. And yet the ones who will no longer experience him physically will now need to dig deep and accept his presence spiritually as a reminder. It's a true leap of faith that love never dies, and it is not an easy road to find. This man remains a part of the lives that he left behind. In parks, music, family traditions, and memories, intimate connection can remain under a cloud of sadness. The ones left on earth will need to wait for the physical reunion. In the meantime, it is up to them to keep his spirit alive. Unfortunately, I have witnessed many funerals that held this kind of pain. My children's friends, many students that I have taught, a sweet sister of a dear friend, a dedicated mother of a young man, a beloved son of a friend, a man who made everyone happy when he walked into a room, whom I and many adored. And this list doesn't even name them all. I must dig deep to find courage to attend these services. Empathy guides my steps. I have also learned that through this experience that each life is meant to teach us something. Every soul has a purpose. Could it be that the people who love the one who is gone can somehow, some way, make some adjustments to what they used to know, begin a new kind of okay, keep some energy of the loved one, and move forward, not only continuing their own purpose, but also filling in for where the loved one's purpose came to an earthly halt. This funeral was different. Oh, the pain was more intense than most can bear. The emotions uncontrollable. The intense love and emotional support of presence filled the air. People came dressed in black and with puffy eyes and no words of value, clinging to the hope that just being there could ease 1/1000th part of the pain. It's a very small amount, but when it hits this deep, any amount of relief surely can help. Or at least we would like to believe so. The service was held in a beautiful, quaint chapel on a dreary gray day. It couldn't hold all the people wanting to help with this kind of pain. The ones who stood outside in the cold listened together to the live stream while wiping tears. Many sat in their cars, either alone or with others, and even more watched from afar to join in a communion of grief with this dear family who is loved deeply. A storyteller led the service. She knew personally what this family was experiencing, so she authentically, yet gently, with truth and laughter, told us the story of his life. A beautiful witness was revealed about an energetic, musically talented, sensitive young man who knew Jesus personally and lived a life according to the values found in scriptures. At the service, I heard no Bible verses, and we sang no worship music. But the testimony of this young man screamed love, peace, and joy. The good news, the fruit of the Spirit. How can laughter and smiles show up at a funeral with this kind of complicated grief? I think I found the answer while reading my devotional one morning in the letter of St. John 4:17 through 18. God is love, and whoever remains in love remains in God, and God in him. And this is love brought forth to perfection among us, that we have confidence on the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in this world. There's no fear in love. Let me repeat that. There is no fear in love. But perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. And so one who fears is not yet perfect in love. This funeral did not have fear. I didn't see it, I didn't feel it, and I didn't hear it. Yes, there was great suffering. Yes, I heard the question, "Are you still there, God?" Even Jesus wondered that. Yes, I heard of an imperfect teenager, a lost soul, a young lover, one whose best friend couldn't find a PG memory to share. Some may find fault, but God does not. And this family knows it. They know they will see him again. They know his spirit lives. They know that they loved him to the best of their ability. They will find the strength to reject any lies of guilt or shame. They are a witness. We should be paying attention. They will need to be reminded of these truths. Let them handle this however they must. Let them get mad. Let them cuss. Let them scream. Let them love. I never met this young man in person. So imagine my surprise when a spiritual encounter disrupted my mourning, as in grief. While driving home, I had playing on Spotify the song by John Lennon, "Beautiful Boy," a song chosen by the family to play in remembrance. With a heavy heart, the emotional pull was daunting. My sadness felt like 300 pounds. I grew concerned that I could yet again be falling into that awful pit of despair, the place where paralyzing grief turns off the light and sucks me into the darkness. When life feels so unfair, I can get stuck. My drain gets clogged. Over Christmas, my sister-in-law, who had lost her husband Jody recently, and my connection to this grieving family, had shared that she is reminded of her beloved Jody when she hears the song Piano Man by Billy Joel. This information is important for what happened to me next. Well, guess what? Guess what song began playing on Spotify? You guessed it, Piano Man. At the same time, the sun burst through the clouds with vengeance, and a joyful scene appeared in my thoughts of Jody at the piano. I don't even know if he played the piano. And Caden on the drums, fully engaged in playing the song with glee in their eyes. A glorious sign of what just might be occurring in heaven. I choose to believe that it's true. No one's going to change my mind. At once, my mood shifted. The light overtook the darkness. Joy filled my heart. My grief was lifting. I'll never forget it. And I won't forget this young man that I never met. His spirit remains. We must remember. Stay blessed, y'all.